Welcome back to Salty Sunshine, where Summer House cannot dampen the rain. No, I'm kidding. Hi, Natalie. It's
Mhm.
reality recap.
Hi, Lisa. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. We're all about Summer House, right?
Mm-hmm.
You watched, I
So good.
assume.
Oh, so good. Of course, I'm glued to my TV right
Do
now
we
on
even have to
Tuesday.
talk about any other franchise at the moment?
Exactly. We don't have time for that. We don't have time.
All right. Apart from before we jump into Summer House, James Kennedy is having a baby. Any thoughts?
Oh, I saw that. That's interesting.
I know. Allie, she was on Temptation Island or Perfect Match or something. His
Mm-hmm. I saw
ex-girlfriend.
that too. Yeah.
She's hooking up with Love is Blind, Jimmy from Love is
Oh,
Blind, and she looks happy and she says she's happy for him. No bad blood.
yeah. I don't know who that is, but good for her. I'm glad that she, me, I don't watch all that, the Love is Blind stuff, but I did see she was on it. I'm happy for her that she's moved on. And then that's interesting. Who is James with? Who is he having a baby with? Do we know?
Some rando, no idea.
Yeah, that's going to be
Apparently he's always
interesting.
wanted to be a dad.
Yeah.
So that'll be good for him. Do you watch Love Island?
Mm-mm.
It's starting next week and it's gonna take up all my time. It's so crazy, but you gotta do it. There's no
Y-
choice.
You know me, I won't. So
There's no
it's not
choice.
happening.
Okay, well, apart from that, I heard PK on the podcast. Did you hear him?
I didn't hear him. I heard about the interview though, a little
I
bit.
heard it. It was kind of interesting. It's a podcast called We Need to Talk, and he just basically was saying that him and Dorit had a great relationship. It was so amazing. Like people wouldn't understand how calm and nice and the walks at night and just the intimacy and all that. It was amazing. They had a calm, nice family life. And once he said, the reality show really ruined his relationship. Basically, it got to her head, or it just kind of ruined the relationship.
Okay, so that's his side of the story,
That's his side
is
of the
mhm,
story. Yeah.
which is important, right? I mean, there's two sides to every story, and I do think that these joining housewives, we've seen it time and time again, where it ruins relationships, it dissolves marriages. But I think there's usually problems there to begin with. That
I think
you know,
legally the Bravo has to stop saying Real Housewives because there's no housewives, and second, stop producing because it's not realities. They should be fined. They should have to change it to scripted TV.
hmm
That's my thoughts.
yeah, because you feel like it's not reality
It's not
anymore,
reality. Everyone even says it. Even the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, they said they had to redo the scene,
right?
and the guy already knew. I'm like, that's not. I don't want to watch this crap. That pisses me off.
Yeah.
Anyways. But yeah, it was a good one if you want to hear it.
I
Basically,
do need to listen to that, yeah, because I mean, I feel like he's been kind of villainized this last season by Dorit, and he hasn't been able to say his side of it.
well, he wants to stay out of it online as much as possible, which is fine, but I still think he's a not a deadbeat dad, but he's not pulling his weight with the kids. I don't care what he says or that's evident because guys, dads have rights, and if you haven't seen your kids in 2 months, it's you.
Right.
It's you, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
And he really regrets like his son before Dorit and his previous marriage that he was married like 20 years. He really regrets not being there for his kids, for his kid back then. So
Yeah,
he
you would
says
think
it,
he
but
would
it's
learn
weird
his
because
lesson.
yeah. And he owns like a basketball team or football I don't know. It's
Yeah, what
interesting.
does he do? I think there was a lot of financial problems there, honestly. And I think Dorit, we see it on the show. I mean, again, it's nobody's business what she spends her money on, but why do you need 4 Gucci bags when you're in the middle of a divorce and you haven't paid your fucking mortgage? What are you doing? It's
Well,
true.
there's two type of women. Like that's never me, but I'm also on the extreme, on the cheap side. So I'm a different type of person. I don't care about brand names. I never have. I don't know. I just don't.
I'm the
So
same. I don't care. But that's the thing is, why do you even Kyle said it, and she made sense. It's like, okay, buy a Gucci bag, but why do you need 4? Like, it's over the top. It really
because it's
is.
like smoking. People that smoke, they shop. It's her vice.
Exactly. So I think that's where PK probably has, I think too, she just spending the money and the design. And think about the clothes too. And this is where you have to be responsible. It's like, how many times can you wear a designer outfit? You know, you wear it once and you're done. So you're
Oh
spending
my
all
God,
this
that would
money.
drive me, that would kill me.
Isn't that ridiculous? I mean, really,
Yeah.
when you think about it. Anyways, I agree. I think, and I think she's reckless with stuff like that. And you kind of, you see it on the show. You really do. So that probably wasn't helping the marriage. I think financially, it just was never going to survive.
Yeah,
But
but he
she has
also
her
talked
book
about,
coming out, and
oh
maybe, you know,
yes,
yeah, I'm going to read that. I think it's
I'm
going to be
knee deep
interesting.
in Shep Rose's book. I'm learning a
Oh,
lot about Shep and Shepland.
is it good?
It's kind of, it's interesting to learn about him. I'm learning a lot
Okay.
about him. I'll recap it when I'm done, but
Okay.
yeah, it's just, he lost his virginity at 19, so that's interesting.
Mm, that's funny. So he was in college at the time?
He was a late bloomer.
Oh,
Made up for lost time, that's for sure.
that's funny.
Also, Heather McDonald said she dabbled in Ozempic. Did you hear that?
Yes, I heard her say that because, you know, I listen to Heather religiously every week.
Yeah.
And she's like, I've dabbled in a shot or two. And I'm like, girl, we need some more information
Girl,
about that.
you had diarrhea, you were throwing up, and you couldn't follow through, and so you stopped. Like, let's be real.
But you know
Even
what?
Kris Jenner said that. Kris Jenner said, because all
Oh,
these
really?
celebrities have been on it before everyone even knew about it, years before people knew about it. And
Mm-hmm.
so she said that it made her so sick. She's like, I can't work like this. I can't do it. So she got off.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with doing the shot. I think when you start to look like Demi Moore, it's like you got to pump the brakes, right? You
No, I
know?
have a problem with people acting like they're not on it because that pisses me off. It's like you've never been this way in your
Right.
35 years.
Yeah.
Don't tell me it's none of
Like
your business.
Erica
Yeah, it
Jane,
is because I'm looking at you. It is my
like
business. I'm not gonna act
Erica.
stupid. Yeah,
I'm on
Erica.
hormones and that regulated it. No, bitch, it doesn't work like that. Like, stop. You don't
I
get older
can't.
and it's easier to lose weight. Come on. Like,
I don't
stop
get why
it.
people can't be real and honest. Don't you do stuff like that so you can actually have? What's the point of doing it if you're not going to look different? So if you look different, people are going to know you look different.
Right. Right.
Anyways, let's do. Wait, are you liking In the City?
It's okay. I'm
I'm
trying to get into
obsessed.
it. Are
Love
you
it.
love it? Okay.
Love it.
I'm trying to get into it. I think sometimes I'm just really tired by that point and I'm like so into Summer House, but I like I like seeing them, you know, I like seeing like Lindsay with her daughter and I'm trying to get to know the new cast. They seem interesting.
They seem interesting. The way Lindsay came after that Playboy guy that moved the girl over,
Mhm.
whatever his name was. I love how he clocked her and he's like, why are
Mhm.
you coming after my relationship when you had a baby with a guy you didn't even know?
Seriously.
I loved it because she does need to be put in her place. I don't know what she thinks she's doing. She's on a high from the Summer House drama and
She
she
is
needs to
on
stop.
one. She is
Yeah.
on, and I love Lindsay, but she is on one. You're like, stop it already. Like, you need to stop.
Yeah, stop giving people life advice. Like, you can't get in a relationship to save your life. Stop it.
I hope she's kicking herself. I don't think about Carl. I don't think her and Carl will ever get back together. And you saw how he
No
said,
way.
and I would never want them to. Well, I guess I wanted them to a little bit for a minute there, but then I thought, no, Carl, don't do it. Like, don't put yourself through that hell. But I hope she's kicking herself a little bit because Carl is doing so amazing right now. Like, I'm so proud of him. Team Carl. I love him. Love
Yeah,
him.
he's a little too, I don't know. He's not anything. It's just, maybe he's just not into women right now. He needs a
I
break.
I could see him getting a boyfriend too. Like he might go that route. You just I don't
People
know.
are saying that. I don't know. Maybe sometimes when you go through so much, he went through the whole being on the show, being on drugs, recovering, his
Mhm.
brother passing. When you go through so much and the breakup of the engagement, I think sometimes you just want to sit back like me after my last breakup. I just don't want anyone. Like, get away from me, everybody. I just need a moment.
Yeah, and I think that's healthy, right? It's healthy to say especially in recovery for him. Like he really shouldn't have gotten with Lindsay. And I think they did the best when she wasn't drinking with him. She, you know, she got on that bandwagon too, not because she's an alcoholic or whatever, but I think that was when they were at their best. And then when she started drinking again, it just went downhill for the both of them. And I think he just needed to really spend that time alone, you
But
know, and not.
remember, him and Lindsay tried it, and then he dropped her like a bad habit, and then she went back with him. He
Hmm.
should have never tried it again.
That's true. No, that's true.
He
And
never
but
was
he
really into her.
no, and he was also drinking and doing drugs at the time too.
Oh
So
yeah.
a lot of problems there. But you're right, and I totally agree with that. Like if a person shows you their colors, like just accept that. Like they show you who they are, you know. And again, he did not want to marry her, and he made that clear, and that's what happened there.
The interaction between her mom and him at the bar was his mom is
So
like
awkward.
so awkward. Lindsay was so immature in that moment. It was ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
She should have just said, "I hope you're doing well.
I
Nice to
would have
see you."
never
And walk
done that.
away. Walk
Yeah.
away.
She should
Weird.
have just been nice. She should have just given her a hug and said, "Hi, how are?" I mean, it's his mom. Forgot. I would have been mortified. I would
I
never have
know.
done something like that to my
Like she
elder.
wanted to argue with the if the mom would have taken the bait, they would have started arguing because she was being passive aggressive with her comments.
Yeah,
She's
he
like,
is
yeah,
mean.
yeah. So I love it. I like the show. I think it's good. When Kyle told Amanda, and she's like, "I'm sweating," he's like, "You're wearing a raincoat in the
That
summer."
is hilarious. She looks so stupid.
Anyways, it's a good show. So Summer House, what's going on? The first 15 minutes of the reunion, they were just like eating shit behind the scenes. And
Mm-hmm.
then the minute they sat down, Wes is like, "Oh, great, news of me have leaked." It's like, what? Didn't he know that already?
I don't know. Those two were high as a kite on the couch, just hanging out.
All
How
right, let's.
awkward was it when Andy walked in and he was trying to like ask them questions and Andy was just like,
Andy looks rough. I don't know if he needs to dye his hair, put on some moisturizer. I don't know what's going on with his look.
I think it's his hair. He looks
Yeah.
scruffy, doesn't
Yes,
he? Like he
it's too
needs,
long or something.
yeah, he needs to like, trim it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think I think those two were heavily medicated before because like they seem so calm,
You
way
know what
too
it is?
calm.
No, this is what it is. They know they're going to be attacked because of the way everyone's
Mm-hmm.
acting online and whoever behind the scenes. They're like, Let's just put our heads down, get through it, and then we're going to
Mm-hmm.
Italy. Like, fuck everybody."
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. And I kind of wish Amanda betrayed Sierra in the sense of friendship. And she should have just said, "I know I'm a shitty friend to you. I'm not a shitty friend in general, but I was a shitty friend to you. This is my situation. I can't change it, but I wholeheartedly know what I did to you, and I know why you're upset." But that being said, I'm not going to sit here and let you disrespect and talk shit to me. Let's be very clear. Like, I just wish he would have kind of not
Mm-hmm.
put Sierra in her place, but maybe don't
Have a
be a
backbone.
doormat either.
Yeah.
Sierra doesn't have the right to tell you to shut the fuck up. You don't want to go there with me. I would have been like, "What are you gonna do? You're gonna punch me? You're gonna lose all your brand deals. Like, don't threaten me. I hate that." She's like giving Lala up there. Don't threaten me, because I will let you try to do the threat, and you're not gonna do it. So shut up. I don't know. I don't like a bully, and
I
I
think
don't know.
I understand where you're coming from. I think Amanda has lost her damn mind though. Like something what bothers me is she had an opportunity to come clean to Sierra. This is why Sierra is so mad. And like the betray like we expect this from West, right? Like that's a given. But for Amanda to do this, it's bizarre.
I
And
know, but
there's
I think I would have had more not sympathy. I already have sympathy for Sierra, but I think it would have gone better if Sierra would have been like, "I don't even know what to do with what I'm feeling. How could you have been so close to me and I didn't? How could you look at me and do something like this to me?" Like more of a conversation
yeah.
instead of "fuck you, you're a snake in the grass." Like all the stupid stuff that comes out of
But
Sierra's
she
mouth is
tried, Lisa, she tried. She texted Amanda, "Is there anything going on with you and Wes?" She gave her that
no. But now that she
opportunity.
knows, I wish the conversation would have been more about what's actually happening instead of the passive aggressive insults. Because then
Mm-hmm.
it just Amanda can't respond to that because she's being so insulting to her. So Amanda's just gonna clam up.
Yeah.
And that's
I
my point. I just
I wish
feel,
she wouldn't. I wish she would fight back a little bit. Not even fight, but just stand up for herself. But it
listen,
just
if Amanda
shows.
wanted to be really mean, Amanda could have chosen to be mean and said, "Listen, Sierra, you were never going to be with Wes. You were not with Wes. He was actually, like you just pointed out, with someone else. So what is your gripe with Wes?" Like, she
Hmm.
could have really buried Sierra in that sense if she wanted to. She would never because
I
she's
would have loved
too
to
laid
see it.
back. Yeah,
I
I
would have
wish
loved to see it. Yeah.
I'm just,
No,
she's
I love that.
taking the beating from, she should have told Sierra, listen, what is your delusion with Wes? This was 3 years ago. Why is my not even ex-husband sitting next to you and he's not even as upset as you are? Like, she could have really.
She really could have, but okay. The thing is that Wes was leading her on again, which she is stupid for even
No,
taking
she's
that
leading
bait.
herself on.
Yeah. And she's
Give me a
done
break.
this with multiple men. And some people online are saying, like, Sierra has used men for a storyline for all these years, too. So, just as much as, Amanda's doing this, Sierra's doing it, they're all doing it. They all have their way of staying on these shows and staying relevant. Um, but I don't know what Amanda's thinking with this West situation. I just don't even know what she's attracted to when it comes to him. I guess she's just
I
extremely
mean,
vulnerable. And I think there's also a lot of substances going on too, because some weird shit was going on you know, this season with all of that. And I don't know. I also think her smoking pot every night is messing with her psyche a little bit. Like she's just, I don't know. She just seems like a totally different person.
um, yeah, she seemed muted for the last two seasons or whatever, two
Mm-hmm.
years, I guess. But I don't know. I mean, they obviously, and I'm saying that they didn't have sex until after the statement. They
That's so
shouldn't have said
stupid.
that. Why can't they just say it's none of your business? I don't
They could
know.
say that, or exactly, that's what they should have said. But they shouldn't have said anything. It should have been a no comment. I'm not going to answer
It
that.
should
Like,
have been like, we didn't get serious until after the statement. We obviously had feelings, and everyone's like, what do you mean you didn't? You were caught fooling around. Well, yeah, of course, they've been fooling around since January. They said it. They kissed in January,
they
right?
said that they kissed in January.
Or February.
No, yeah, they're saying February. See, Sierra's saying January, and I
Yeah.
think
They were hanging out a
they're
lot in starting January, and then in February they kissed. So obviously
yeah,
after they kissed, there's a lot of, a dry humping and kissing and all that. So
right.
they weren't not kissing the whole time, but
But we saw it last June that an emotional relationship was starting between the two of them.
of
You know what I
course,
mean?
affairs
So
don't start in the bedroom.
exactly. So emotionally, they've been doing this for the last year. And there's also been things that I've seen online where, like, Amanda, I think too, she's also, it's not that she's getting back at Sierra, but I think there is some jealousy. I think she's not really that good of friends with Sierra. I don't think she ever really
Right.
cared,
And I
you
think
know,
Amanda wanted to say, and she held back because I think she just wants to lay low, and she really doesn't care what. I think she's like, fuck off, Sierra. I think that's
checked
her.
out. Yeah,
She's just like, listen, you were never going to be with him. I understand you're mad, but since you're coming at me so hard, I don't even want to talk about this with you. I don't know.
yeah,
I think that's her vibe. And I think she's like, I have other friends. And Sierra looked kind of dumb in my eyes. Oh, you don't have any friends. They're all West. She's so obsessed with West. Sierra has this obsession with West. And she's trying to make it sound like Amanda has an obsession with West, that she only has friends of West. She's trying to make this whole thing like he's only dating you to spite me. Made no sense. That made no sense.
are
He's
you
not doing
team
anything to spite you.
Amanda?
Who, me?
Yes.
No, I'm team rational thoughts. I am not team
Girl,
Amanda.
that
I
does
would
not
never
exist between these people. You know that.
between Wes and Amanda.
Yeah,
I think they're a good match. I'm not gonna lie.
you do.
I
Okay.
really do.
Okay.
Logically speaking, if Amanda did that to me, I would say you are not to be trusted. Save your excuses. All you should just feel terrible about what you did, and if you don't, that's something you got to work on. I would
Yeah.
take that attitude and be like, you're just not a good person in my eyes, or a good friend to me, which is
Yeah.
fine. But I just think the level that Sierra's coming at with all these side stories is silly.
I think I agree with you on a lot of that. I think what's frustrating about this too, or what we're seeing it on the first episode of the reunion, is there's just a level of major sadness in the group. I think it's more of a group dynamic when it comes to this relationship. Like it's it might be a fling. They're two consenting adults that are technically single. It's not this huge. It really isn't that big of a scandal. Besides the
Right.
fact that there was somewhat of an affair going on, there was, but like there's a lot of sadness when it comes to the fact that the group is kind of like torn apart now because of this. And I got that vibe too. Like you see Jesse talk about it, you see KJ talk about it because he was really good friends with
I
Wes.
don't get the KJ thing. He's like, he was like my brother, so he didn't do anything to you, but lie about his situation with Amanda. That's not a friendship breaking.
I think everyone feels betrayed by this. And remember,
That's
Amanda and
stupid.
Kyle,
That's
yeah, but
stupid.
Amanda and Kyle are the married couple in the household. Everyone has been dealing with their fucking bullshit for the last how many years? All the time. Amanda and Kyle, they're fighting. You know what I mean? It's always something with them. Then all of a sudden she gets with, and then everyone was dealing with the West and Sierra
I
bullshit for the
know.
last 2 years.
Exhausting.
So you're just like, there's all these layers to this. And then all of a sudden these two end up together. That was random. And so I think the whole group just feels, you can tell like there's a heaviness there. Like everyone feels
I know, but if
betrayed.
my best friend, KJ said that's like his brother, if my best friend slash kind of sister has an affair with someone, didn't tell me, and then I'm not gonna stop being friends with her. That's so silly. She didn't betray me. She's just hiding something that's too hard to deal with in
Yeah.
public.
Well, KJ is very sensitive and I love him. He is not he is not Lisa. So
I just,
you would be fine in that situation. He is not fine. But
yeah.
yeah, you know what I think too? I think just like everything, everyone will get over this. It'll change. Things will change. I don't even know
I
what's
think
going to
Kyle and
happen.
West already had like a 3 hour conversation. They
Really?
mentioned. Yeah, they said it off, not on the reunion, but like recently. They got
That's
on the
good.
phone or had a conversation. And I think Wes said it on his podcast and Kyle maybe said it too or something. But the way Kyle's handling it to me makes more sense though, because he's
Yeah.
crying about it. He's being respectful. He's trying to like be direct, but not be low blow. And Sierra's incapable of that. And I think that's why I'm so annoyed with her, because she just muddies the water too much between reality and fiction. And it
Mhm.
just, what are we talking,
Yeah.
That's what bothers me about Sierra. It drives me crazy. Like Lala's the
Yeah.
same. I can't with Lala. I wish she would have never joined the Valley. I don't even want to watch it anymore because of her.
Really? I
I
think they
can't
brought
stand
Lala
her.
on because it was getting a little boring, and I think they wanted her to kind of be the voice of reason and to call
She's
people
not
out.
though. She's not. She never has been. She never will be. The Lou with the whole "don't come for me because I'm just aggressive. You're passive aggressive. I'm aggressive." Like, stop it. You're not gonna do anything. Stop talking. Stop yapping and do it. I just don't like these empty threats type of people that act like you can't cross them because they're special. I don't know. I just don't
It's
like
a
her.
front. It's a front. And you see it with Sierra. She acts so tough a lot of times. And I love Sierra. I really do. I feel bad for her. I think she has horrible taste in men. The West thing was ridiculous because if he rejected me, if it was me and I got rejected 2 years ago by him, I would have been upset for a little bit. And then the next summer I would have come back and just been like, whatever,
Just be like indifferent.
be indifferent about it and be friends with him. But like, who cares? Like, don't make
Yes.
the fact that she was so angry for the
Yeah.
last 2 summers just shows you how,
It's
like,
exhausting.
it is exhausting. And she was exhausted by this summer. You could tell. Like, she started to drink, and at night she was like, I cannot do this anymore.
And let me tell you something. My stance on Sierra, everyone sees it as you hate her. Oh my God, you hate her. I don't hate her at all. I think if I was her friend, I am doing her a more of a service than the people egging her this dumbass behavior on.
Yeah,
Because I'm telling her the actual truth, and so she could see the light and wake up. Everyone else is just babying her weird behavior, the Lulu. So I
yeah,
think what I'm doing is more of a parental role to snap out of it.
right. Well, I think too, what's hard is you can't control people, right? Like you can't, you can tell your friend, hey, don't act like
Well,
this.
but
But
tell them the truth, though.
right, right. I
You're being
think that
ridiculous.
yeah, she took this West thing. I don't know. What do you think about him having a girlfriend at the time, the Mia situation?
I think that's what makes her look so ridiculous. You're so far removed from the situation and you're so trying to make West his actions about you. They've never been about you and they're not about you because he was literally in another relationship as you pointed out. That's my
Yeah,
point. She has no stake in this game. She's not involved.
right.
That's my
It's true.
point. She's
And what
not
about Amanda?
involved.
I mean, the fact that Sierra was sleeping over his house during some of this, which she seemed a little shocked by even finding that out. And then him having a girlfriend up until a couple days or maybe up until a week
I understand it
before.
completely. Listen, I have a huge group of friends in Miami. I know how these things work. I have a few fuck boys in it. I have girls that have slept with all three of them and they won't admit it. I've
Hmm.
seen it all. This is what happens in these groups of friends when you're an adult. It's weird. It gets weird.
Yeah.
So you have the fuck boy and they might like a girl and the girl be like, oh no, never, it's in the back of your mind, and it's like whatever, and then you hang out more and you hang out more and it's like it's in the back of your mind, you don't really think about it, then it slaps you in the face and you're like, wait a second, oh, he likes me now, oh, he's trying to, it happens so gradually that you don't even realize it till you realize it. So he's out there doing whatever he's doing, having a girlfriend, having three girlfriends, hanging out with Sierra. Amanda can't say shit about it, they're not anything, they're just friends. So
Hmm.
it's very muddy, and unless you've seen it for yourself, it's hard to explain. That's why I'm so understanding of what Amanda and Wes are saying, because I know it happens. I see it all the time.
Yeah.
It's just something that
Complicated.
creeps up on you, and you kind of
Right.
hang out more and more, and things get real, and then you deny it in your head, and you're like, no way, ill, ill, I don't know, this will never happen. And the more you say it'll never happen, the closer it's getting.
No, I agree with that too. I know that things happen and just out of nowhere, or they kind of develop over time, but I don't know. I
It's
just
not a
don't know
conscious
why.
decision. It's something
Yeah.
that it's in the back of your head, but you don't actually stop to think about it. And then life
Yeah.
just day by day by day goes on and on and on. And one day you're out to dinner and you're doing a nightcap and all of a sudden you're kissing.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh fuck. And then it's like a real thing because it's been harboring, but you haven't been focused on it, but it's there.
Yeah. I'm just shocked. I'm shocked. I think everyone's a little shocked that she went that direction. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Seeing what Sierra went through, being a castmate on top of it, being friends with her husband, because she's still married technically, all the things. I'm just like, but I also agree that she kind of, I think too, you kind of become in your little bubble where, you just have your little group of friends. And I think it was just convenient. So it probably just was convenient and developed over time. And
And
here they are.
when it slaps you in the face and it actually starts to roll, you still don't know if it's going to go anywhere. You still don't know the level of the
Yeah,
person that if they're willing to be anything with you. So of course you're not going to go tell everybody that's going to blow up your life.
right,
You're going to let it go on a little longer. None of this is correct. Obviously the right thing to do is what no one wants to do. But it's just what happens.
right.
It's not
And I
right, but
have
it's just what
sympathy for
happens.
Amanda too a little bit. Like I feel bad for her because she's only human, right? But one thing I think she should have done, you should have come clean to Sierra when she messaged you. Sierra
Yeah.
already knew at that point. Sierra already knew. Why was she so aggressively messaging you or texting you about that?
Yeah.
I would have picked up the phone and called her and said, this is what's been happening.
Yeah.
And if she would have done that, she would have had some more credit. She would have had more credibility
But you know
at
what
this
Amanda's
reunion.
thinking? She's thinking what a man thinks when he gets caught. I don't want to deal with the fighting. She's gonna start yelling
Deny,
at me,
deny,
calling me
deny.
names.
Yeah,
Like she
exactly.
cowered. She cowered under the pressure because her
I know, because that's
personality
what
is
people
like that.
do. Yeah,
Well, it's not the
exactly.
right thing to do. She shouldn't have done that.
Yeah,
Like I would never. If that was me, oh no, I couldn't hold it in. I would have been
yeah.
like, "Come over. We need to talk."
Amanda irks me too sometimes because you see it with Kyle, like he still feels this, like he feels emotionally responsible for her. You can see it. And
Yeah.
she puts that on people. And you can see it right now. She seems annoyed by everyone around her. And I know part of it is the Lexapro and whatever the benzos, whatever she's on right now. Like she's heavily medicated, don't get me wrong, but still, like there's no remorse. And then it's like, I had an awakening, and it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like,
Yeah.
come on. Like you just,
But that's why I
blew
think
up
if
the friend group.
Sierra would approach her, like, why the fuck would you do this to me? Were we just screen friends? We talked in real life. We saw each other in real life. You were my
Yeah.
actual friend. How the fuck could you do this to me? Like, more like that, more direct, and then maybe Amanda will have more to say back. But when
Hmm.
Amanda's getting insulted and she clams up like she does, I feel like, I don't know. It just
I
would have
just
been
feel
more
like she's
productive.
not herself at all this reunion. And I know she's there taking the beating. It's kind of like, let me just get through this and get my paycheck, right? But I don't know. Yeah, it's complicated. It's a complicated thing
Yeah.
right now.
No, it is. And I know that, yeah, it's just Sierra's approach really just gets her nowhere and it drives me insane. And I just wish she can get more of a breakthrough with her
Hmm.
communication because it's just like the shut
She
the
has a
fuck
hard
up
time
and
with
I'm
that.
talking doesn't work for
We've seen
anybody.
that over time with Sierra. She doesn't communicate well. She's had multiple issues with the men that she's dated on the show, like Austin, like
Okay.
Wes. You know what I
Do you
mean?
do you think she should send Wes a thank you card cuz he's making her money? She's getting all
Yes.
these brand deals because of him and
100%.
Amanda. So if they wouldn't
100%.
have done this, you wouldn't be making money right now. It's the same thing with Ariana Madix.
Yep.
I'm sorry, you wouldn't be on Dancing with the Stars if this didn't happen.
Oh, I agree. No, this is the best thing that could happen to her. And listen, it happened, like you said, in a relationship that you were so far removed from, like years. We're talking years. And what? You did some ear stuff with him?
Did you see Dave Portnoy doing the video, like all sweaty and
No.
putting his tongue out? He's like, ear stuff, ear stuff.
Oh my God. That was the best. I was like, he's like, I don't know, some ear stuff. And I'm like,
Ew. It's like, Wes, stop talking. You need to dance more and talk less because I like when he dances.
oh my God. I know. And I liked Wes for a while there, but he's such a villain right now.
He has
But he's,
he has a ability to be really hot, but it's when he
hmm
talks, it loses me.
I know. He's not, and the small hands, it gets me every time.
Oh
I'm
my
just like,
God,
oh my gosh.
stop.
It
Stop.
makes him look, okay, I'm looking at
But he
him.
is tall.
He is tall because I was seeing him, like they were showing him and Sierra hugging. I'm like, Sierra's fucking tall. And so I'm like, he's way taller
Yeah,
than her. So
yeah.
he is a tall man. I'm sure in person he's very attractive. I'm sure. And
Not when he talks, though.
no, he is not a good communicator. So you
But he
get
could
him and
dance.
Sierra. It was doomed from the start, like those two. Oh my God. Totally
He can
doomed.
dance, though, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
So,
I was glued to
men
my
don't like,
TV. I was just like, "Oh my God, watching this." Like there's so many layers to it. So
but
many.
men also don't like women that pop off like that. They just don't. I
Mm-mm.
mean, if you have a
Mm-mm.
problem with a guy, they like it when you're direct and you have the boundaries, but not aggressive direct. She's
Right.
too aggressive in
Mm-hmm.
everything. It's just too much. But also, Dave Portnoy should have joined the reunion. I feel
Yeah.
he would have like asked the right pertinent questions.
People are saying that Andy wasn't really doing a good job with that.
No,
Yeah, it seemed like he was a little bit like, I don't know. Maybe it's just a lot going on that day.
yeah, he was nervous.
Mm-hmm. I don't blame him.
Yeah, Carl obviously is not into Bailey, right? I don't know what his problem is, and I think Bailey's friend, what's her name? She looks so nice.
Yeah, I forget
Whatever her
her
name
name.
is, her dress is
Mm-hmm.
spectacular. She's gorgeous. She's also a good match for Carl. I feel
Mm-hmm. Are you
Lindsay,
talking about Bailey or the other one?
her friend is looked really nice in the
Yeah.
reunion with the green dress,
Yeah.
and she's a good match for Carl. They're both a good match for Carl.
Yes.
And poor Ben got annihilated by Bailey. I'm sorry, but Ben was right to get mad at her. She was insinuating that he was crushing on Amanda. That was inappropriate. So I don't know.
Yeah, but the way he went about it with her wasn't
Yeah,
great, and I totally agree with her on that. And I'm glad that she
yeah,
annihilated him, and she called him out too because she's like, you don't talk to the men like that, but you're gonna talk
yeah,
to us like that? No, I like her a lot. I think that was
yeah,
good that she was really upset that night, and that guy's kind of a douche. Like they're all douches, the guys, they're just.
yeah. I know.
And he secretly was dating that other woman, and come to find out, and listen, if him and Amanda did something, I would not be surprised. Like, even she was loving the attention.
I want
So,
to know if Amanda's still friends with Paige.
me too.
It seems like Paige is distancing herself from
Where
Amanda.
is Paige with all of this? Like, we need to hear from her.
Well, she
Did you
said
know
on Daisy's
Paige is a
Squad.
is a model, was a model back in the day, and she was on all these book covers and stuff?
Yeah,
Like, I didn't know that about her, and I was
she
like, oh
was a
my God, no
model
wonder.
for Brianna's favorite store when she was little. What was that store called?
The
The
limited.
Limited,
Yes.
and
Oh
also
my gosh.
another one
I
too.
I saw like they were going it was some kind of episode and they were in her room, her childhood room, and she had all these, book covers that were displayed, and I'm like, "Oh my God." So funny. It makes
Yeah.
sense. It makes sense because she's so put together. And then I think, being in the industry, she's just, she's somebody she's wanted this for a long time. Anyways, it just kind of made some sense for me, even with her and Craig, how she was really trying to pursue her dreams and all this stuff. And I'm like, I get it now. I get it with her. So
Yeah.
I wonder too. I'm sure her and Sierra are in touch, but you just don't know. Like, yeah, how people are on the show. They're really close on the show. Like, even Lindsay said that. She said I got really close to Amanda because we were doing In the City, but off camera they kind of lose touch, right? So I think I think a
Well,
lot of times these relationships ebb and flow.
Paige said on Giggly Squad that they addressed it for 2 seconds because they weren't going to talk about it. They're like, these are Sierra's our real friend in real life, and we're not going to make money and
Okay.
publicize anything. But she's our real friend in real life, and obviously we support her and all this stuff. She didn't mention Amanda once, and it just made it seem like she was more on Sierra, closer to
Yeah,
Sierra.
I
That's what
could see
it
that.
seemed like, but I don't know because she was super close to Amanda before. So I don't know.
Yeah, I could see them being more on Sierra's side for sure.
Well, yeah, because I mean, not to call them men haters, but they're never on the man side.
No, no, they're not going to support a
No.
relationship with West, and
Right.
nobody's supporting that. They're just like,
Yeah.
good luck to you. I guess
Well,
West had a wedding in Italy. Somebody was saying, so that's why he was out there. They were out there. I
yeah,
was like,
and it
oh,
has
good
to
timing.
burn. It has to burn Sierra so much that everyone keeps again the delusion they feed Sierra, which I think is more hurtful than good, is that Wes is not a boyfriend type. He's not a relationship type, but here he is in a relationship with
Yep,
Amanda. You know what I mean? Like it's just all bullshit that they're telling her just to ease her delusion, and that's what annoys me. That's not being a good friend, you know?
I know.
Anyways, that's that. Next time, part two next week. We'll
Okay.
see. I hope it's not more of this though. Let's move on and talk about I don't know what. Talk about other
Yeah.
stuff.
Well, we have two more episodes, so I'm sure they're gonna, they kind of got into it at first. And I'm glad that Andy kind of said, okay, let's switch it up and talk about other people for a little bit.
Yes, please.
But
Lighten the mood.
yeah, but I think it's gonna definitely we're gonna have to hear from Kyle next too. Like nobody's really hearing from Kyle right now. I think Kyle's happy that he's out of the hot seat, as Andy said. There's a lot of truth to that.
I think
He's
Kyle's in his 40s and he's more mature, even though he acts immature when he drinks. I think
yeah,
he realizes, like, listen, we're all just human beings. We had a fucking tumultuous relationship. Obviously, you're in a house all summer, your friends, things like this happen. And that doesn't mean I hate her or that she's a bad person. And he's looking at it more of a lens of a normal person that you can hate what someone does, but to vilify them like that doesn't make any
yeah.
sense, you know? And what
I think in
Sierra's
some
doing,
ways, yeah, I think in some ways he's relieved though with
yeah,
Amanda. It's almost like, okay, she's your problem now. I need a break
sure.
from her. She's been emotionally draining
He's like, oh
for
my
all
God, you know
these.
how many more places I can DJ at now? All the time in the world.
We
Anyway,
love Kyle.
I tried to order Loverboy and it's always on back order, so I don't know what to do about it.
I wonder what's going on with that company.
Yeah. Um, Real Housewives of Rhode Island. I'm Team Ashley. What are you? No, Angie. Who is the girl? What's her name?
No, Rosie.
Rosie. I
Yeah.
always forget her name. I'm Team Rosie.
Okay, it's funny because it's not that I'm 100% Team Kelsey, but I do feel
Why are you
like
always on the opposite ends of me?
I know I'm always the opposite of you. That's good, right? We have different opinions. I just feel like it was a joke. I
Oh,
know it
come
probably
on.
listen, I know she probably shouldn't. It was too soon, right? It was a little bit too soon
It was
because they should
ridiculous.
have
You don't show up at my house with a fucking, what did you call those things?
I know. I don't even know what they're called, but
She's
she
like, I have an
listen.
HOA. You're not allowed to be screaming in a microphone.
The thing with Rosie is she was so wound up. Like Kelsey has been pushing her and push. She took the bait, and I'm like, Rosie, you should have just let it go. Like, you guys should have tried. This is dumb shit that they're fighting over. I just feel like Rosie, she just exploded on her because she was being pushed so much. And
Because
yes,
it was so many weeks of the same thing.
I know. And I feel like with Kelsey, she should have like read the room a little better and been like, okay, we're not going to do this right now. Maybe I can be nice with her, and then like in, a few more times later when they're hanging out, she can pull some shit like that. But
But
yeah, it
Kelsey
just,
also has been lying about her relationship and breaking up. Apparently, they broke up 2 years ago. So where does she get off
yeah.
calling the other one a liar? And about a square footage of
Oh,
her
I
home?
know.
Who
No, she's a
cares?
total
What
hypocrite.
are we
She's a
talking
total,
about?
yeah, no, she's a total hypocrite. And this is where Rosie is like losing her shit. She's losing her shit because she's like,
And her husband's
this
helping
girl,
her realize, like, stand up for yourself. This is so annoying.
yeah, no, I know. And listen, those two are never going to be friends. But I'm not really team anyone. I'm just like, this is a friendship that's never going to
I,
go
I
anywhere.
personally don't like Kelsey. She's another Lala to me. She's full of
Yeah.
shit. She barks a lot. She puts herself in these situations. And when they went to the, what do you call that? At the coffee shop? The trivia night?
Oh, yeah.
First of all, slam pig, worst insult ever. It does not roll off the tongue. It doesn't sound like a slap, you know? It doesn't sound good. I don't like it, first of all. That name is terrible. It sounds like a slur. It just sounds terrible. Um, she comes with the sachet, but that's her gimmicky. That is who she is, and that's why I can't stand her. I'm just like, stop being gimmicky. Stop with the antics. And she gets there. She doesn't respect that it's trivia night at this girl's place, and she ruins the vibe. Stay on your own table. She kept wanting to fight with Rosie. She kept wanting. She doesn't. She wants to be punched in the face.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I see her. She's just
Yeah,
some.
she's an interesting character, that one. Remember, she's been living this life of luxury, but has had no strings attached for all these years. Like, she has a lot of reality to face. And everyone was saying that she hasn't even been with this guy for maybe,
Well,
right before the
she
show or
insults
whatever.
him too. She goes to
Right.
dinner with all these couples, and she's talking about her ex, how he pays for everything.
Yep.
It's kind of rude.
I know. She's an interesting character. I like her a little bit because she does hair, and I was like, oh, I like this side of her. I like that side of
No,
her,
did you
but
see when Rosie was throwing her stuff out? She's like, I had my blow dryer. She's like, my
some
blow
expensive
dryer was in
stuff
there. She
in
could have
there.
broken it.
Yeah. I don't know. I have a little soft spot for Kelsey because I'm just like, she's also really young. She's only 30. And I'm
She
just
looks
like, oh,
older.
yeah, she looks a little older, but she is beautiful.
Well,
And
she's
I
had a lot
think,
of work done.
has she?
There's some before pictures.
A little nose job here, a little nose job, a little lip
A
filler.
little chin, a little lip.
Haven't they all had work done?
I guess.
I don't know. I have a little, I
Rosie,
have,
there's a before picture of her, and she looks actually like a naturally really pretty girl.
yeah, no, Rosie's really pretty. I like Rosie too. Like, I kind of like them all. I really do. I feel bad that they can't just come. I just don't, unfortunately, I don't think that friendship's ever going to work. But
No, it's not.
I don't like, what's her name? Like, I feel bad
Liz.
for Rosie.
Liz has a drinking problem. She has an anger issue.
You
I
think
said this
so?
last time, I think. I clocked it from first episode. I clocked it. She
Interesting.
has this little vicious thing in her ready to attack. And you could
Mm-hmm.
see it when she has a little to drink. You could see that she gives the eye and she's like, I'm about to pounce on you. She has a short
Mm,
switch, and if you touch it, she goes off. She
yeah,
went
that's
off on Joe
interesting.
Ellen. She went off on um Kraka. What's her name? Fig Newton Kraka.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's favorite.
I love her.
Everybody
It's
loves her.
funny because Liz might be the real villain out of the show, not Joellen. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like the whole Joellen thing is kind of like fizzling out. Like, I don't think she's as mean as she first came across. It might be more Liz at this point,
Yes,
like you're saying.
spot
Mm-hmm.
on. Spot on.
Yep.
Joe Ellen's harmless.
Yeah.
Liz is the real
Yep.
attacker for sure. What about
What's the cracker
Rulala?
girl's name? That sounds like a derogatory term, but what
She's
is
like,
her
I have my
name?
crackers. I need a cracker, a saltine.
I so can relate to her because I always need a snack with me, and I'm like, yes, we need our crackers
Who
with
doesn't
us.
love crackers? I love a cracker.
I'm like, but what kind of crackers are we talking about here?
Saltines. Saltines. Her name is Alicia.
Alicia. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, and she deserves 50% of Mama. what is it?
Yeah,
Pizza Mama? They
yeah.
do
Good
merch.
for her.
She has
She's put in a lot of time in this relationship. They have a daughter. And again, I'm like, why don't you just
she's
get
the
married?
brains
Just
behind the business. She put the chandeliers in there.
yeah.
She did
But
the
I'm also
really pretty pizza boxes. Like what the fuck?
but also I'm like, why don't you just get married? What are you guys doing? You live in this beautiful home. He seems like a decent man. He really does. I mean, we don't know 100%, but I'm thinking, what is stopping you? It's been almost 10 years and you have a
Cause
child
she
together.
doesn't,
Just
cause she doesn't want to be fighting, and he probably pushes back, and he won't even give her the percentage in the thing. Oh, she's like, if you die, I stay with nothing. He's like, what are you talking about? You're in the
he seemed
trust.
totally fine. I feel like some of this is like made up in her head. I
No,
think
because she hasn't
sometimes,
asked the questions.
yeah,
Like she
that's what I
doesn't know.
mean.
She's like in the trust. Does she not know she's in the trust?
That's what I mean. She's a little bit, it's like, girl, like,
Well, she has
I don't want to
pizza
say
boxes
anything
to
bad.
design. She has other things to think about. The uniforms.
She's got
Like
to
it's so
remember her
cute.
crackers. She got to
You
remember
gotta
her
go to
crackers.
the Pizza Mama IG. It's really cute. The
Okay.
photos that she
I'll
has
have to
for
check it
like with the
out.
pizza boxes.
I love her, but I think sometimes women like her, and I think this is Liz kind of clocks some of this, where sometimes it's like I think Alicia can fantasize a lot of things. Sometimes you can fit even the
Yeah.
whole I was homeless thing, which I know where
Yes.
she's coming from. She's saying, but it's like I was homeless and you weren't homeless, but yes, you did. Unfortunately, your parents went through something really bad, and you didn't have your childhood home. But it's kind of like the same thing where she kind of makes up some stuff in her head, and it's like this is a woman that doesn't even drive on a regular basis. Like she's kind
Oh
of
my
like a
God, that's
princess.
so funny.
That those women to me,
But
okay,
women like that are happier in life. You have to see that they live in la la land, but it's fun.
I
They don't really
guess, but
stress
the
about
problem
stuff.
is they're not self-sufficient. That's the other problem is then
No, but
once
they're fun.
they are fun, they are. Listen, I want to be a princess, but
Yeah,
that was not in the plans. God did not have that in the plans for me. So,
I know. It's so funny. I don't know. She'll be fine. I like them. She'll figure it out. She's cool. But yeah, her and Liz got into it, but she was not homeless. I agree, because she had her grandma's house.
yeah,
And yeah, it's just Liz is very serious energy, and she's a lighter energy, so it's
yeah,
hard to combine. What about
right.
Rulala? Her husband is out to lunch. I mean, he's taking steroids one day and Ozempic the next, and then he's back on.
God. That's
Oh
messy.
my
I actually like her. I think she seems very smart. She has, she has her own career, which I think is good. And I'm like,
What does she
thank
do?
God. She's in finance. She's in finance. I don't know exactly what she does, but it
But
seems
her
like
women
she,
like that bother me more than women like Alicia, because Alicia, that's wholeheartedly her whole personality and persona. This person, Rulala, is a smarter person. She lives in the real world. She makes real money, and
hmm
but you're acting all dumb when it comes to this man that's completely cheating on you, giving away half his business to his mistress, and you're acting like you don't have a choice and you should leave, and you don't
yeah,
realize that. I mean, that annoys me more.
I know, but I think it's complicated, right? So you're trying to have the family, you're trying to have everything portrayed as put together. And I think people have like a threshold that they can take so much. What she's doing is she's just taking so much right now, and then I think eventually it'll, you know, it'll boil
She's
over and
already
she'll
knows so much, and she hasn't left him.
yeah.
She's a complete doormat.
And she doesn't I don't even think she's a doormat. I think she knows everything that's going on and she's just allowing
Accept
it
it.
right now.
Well, that's a
And
doormat.
yeah, but she's it's not that she's ignorant to it. She knows what's going on. In her mind, she's probably coming up with a plan of what am I going to do? You know what I mean? And just making sure she has all her ducks in a row. That's what I think she's doing, you know?
Okay,
So,
you're being a positive POV over here.
well, I think what it is you have to be strategic sometimes, right? When
Yeah.
it comes to divorce and it comes to splitting up because okay, we're seeing that with other housewives right now. We look at Dorit and PK hot mess situation, and even um what's her name was telling Dorit, like, do you know about the finances? Do you know? You have to be a little strategic when you're separating from somebody. You don't want to be in the dark about stuff. And you got to make sure that, then you have little kids involved because Rula's kids are small. And it's like, then you got to go through the custody battles and all this kind of shit. I mean, It's
It's
a
all an
lot.
excuse. If she found a guy that rocked her world, she'd be like, here are the divorce papers.
Oh, that's
I'll let
coming
you have this.
next.
I'll let you have that.
Yeah.
I just feel people
Sometimes
make
that's the deciding
excuses.
factor.
It's not that hard to get divorced. People do it every day. Give me a
Like,
break. It's so ridiculous. But
listen, me and you are the opposite, and I think people will love listening to this because
nobody nobody gets divorced faster than someone that's found someone else. You know what I mean? And that all of a sudden everything's pretty easy and
that's so true.
straightforward. You know, it's a limbo
So,
situation. It's just
Rula, I hope you find your person soon so you can divorce that asshole.
seriously. He doesn't seem like a delight anyways. He's always on his
No,
he's lying to you. He's like leaving to a fake hospital with his fake mom's
no.
injury. It's not fun.
That was
Don't count on
ballsy. I was
him.
like, damn.
It's ballsy because he knows he can do it because she doesn't do anything about it.
She doesn't care. And I'm thinking, if somebody's parents were in the hospital, you would go with them. You wouldn't leave
Right?
if he was going to go by himself, why
Yeah.
didn't she just stay at the party? I would have been like, okay, bye, go see
Seriously.
your girlfriend, and I'll stay here, drink with my friends. Like, I don't
Yes.
care. But then
Yes.
she left. It was so bizarre. It was so bizarre. It almost makes you think, is this being like scripted or is this being a setup? It's just weird. That whole
Were
situation was
you
weird.
nervous for Rosie's dog when that fight was happening? Because he was scared.
Wait, when? What fight?
When the stupid girl showed up with the siren and she had to kick her out of her house, the poor
Oh
dog
yeah,
was
yeah.
like terrified and shaking.
Yes, I was very upset about that. I was like, okay, if
Justice.
anything, don't bother the dog, okay?
Oh, he was so scared and he's a senior.
I know. This is why I'm glad my Lulu is deaf because she doesn't get scared about stuff right now.
Yeah. Okay, the valley.
I didn't watch this last episode because I've been a little bored with the Valley, although
And
I
I
do
just
need to catch up on it.
I just want to say something about Nia. What's her husband's name? Jesse? No, whatever his name
Oh
is.
yeah, Nia and Danny. Danny.
So Danny obviously cannot handle alcohol. He's like a firefighter. Every time firefighters, when my daughter was in school, they would come to school events and they got plastered and then you have to like get driven home because they have such a tough schedule that they don't know how to socialize. So they take it overboard, and that's Danny. He has four little kids. He's losing his mind at home. He's working. He's
Right.
doing whatever. So when he has free time, he doesn't know how to associate. So okay, he doesn't know how to drink and Nia needs to deal with that, but I'm sorry, what is he doing that's so god awful? People are acting like he's literally abusing her and he's just
Mhm.
being a jackass and he cannot handle his liquor.
Yeah.
So get over it. These overboard situations that they tumble into this huge thing, like Lala's trying to make it a thing, I just can't. Take stop.
You don't think that he was acting like a complete asshole
Jackass,
to her?
yes, for
Okay.
sure.
But like it wasn't warranted though. Like I
But
don't
you're gonna tell
understand.
me that married couples don't do worse on a regular
No,
basis? They get into
they
fights
they do. But what was the fight about? The fact that
that
there
he
was no
cannot handle his liquor. That there was
right.
no fight. It's that he just can't handle his liquor. He's being stupid
I
and
agree with the fact
disrespectful.
that he turns into another person when he drinks, and he probably should never drink. And so yes, that is the problem, right? But
Yeah,
like I think what bothers the cast is Nia won't ever admit that either. It's like, well, he's fine, da 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 da. And really,
it's
it's
not that
like,
he's fine. It's that she hasn't handled. Like that's her marriage. She's not going to
yeah,
sit there and let you make it a bigger. They're already making it a bigger deal. If she says
yeah,
something, they're going to make it an even bigger deal. And with all of y'all's behavior, do not come to
yeah,
me and act like who's married here that has a good relationship. No, none of
right.
y'all are married. Like fuck off.
I feel bad for Nia that she's um, postpartum, which she's always
Yeah,
postpartum because she's been pumping out kids for the last 6 years. I mean, it's a lot. I can
yeah.
sympathize with it because
Him too.
it's
He's
not
also
easy.
there. And when he's like
Yes.
trying to, I'm sorry, you brought a nanny with you. Why don't you let the nanny take care of the baby? I mean, you could talk about this because you have a newborn. If you're
Yeah.
going to relax, aren't you going to let her take care of the baby? Or are you going to make your Jesse and your, like, everybody take care of the baby instead of the nanny?
I will say this, as a breastfeeding mom, it is difficult sometimes, and she's dealing with that with her baby right now. When you have a breastfed baby that's really attached to you, sometimes it is hard to have
Yeah.
somebody else watch them. So that's
Yeah.
what she was dealing with, like on the safari part. But I agree, like okay, you brought the nanny all the way over here
The
too.
baby
On the
shouldn't
flip
even
side of
been
it,
on the safari. It was so hot.
right? I agree. Like she should have said, okay, here's a bottle, figure it out. The baby will be okay without me for 45 minutes. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think there's a lot going on there.
But I
You
just
kind
feel
of,
like it's normal marital stuff. I don't think it's anything shocking or so to be so concerned over. It's just a bad
yeah,
moment. It's not
yeah.
leave him, divorce him. He has
But Danny, no, I don't, no, I agree with that. I think her saying for Nia to leave Danny is stupid. Like, that is
crazy.
dumb to say. She has 4 children with this man, and I think he has problems, but it's not like, oh, I'm going to divorce him problems. You know, I don't think he's
Yeah.
abusing her. I
They're
totally agree with
fixable
that.
issues. Yeah.
Yeah. But I have to say, like, there is something about Danny that's off. And I
When
think
he
probably
drinks.
yeah, I think probably alcohol is the problem, or maybe too much alcohol and too much stress is, because
So
you're right.
for
He's also
sure.
yeah, he's also the father of these kids, and it's not fucking easy. Like, it is so hard. I only have 2. I can't even imagine having 4. That is like a nightmare for me. That I
And
just
let's
can't
not
even
forget,
imagine.
he's the one that wanted that fourth baby. She pushed that on him.
Why?
She pushed that on
Why?
him. So at least give him a little grace that he's losing his damn.
Yeah, you're right. And you know what? With Nia, I feel like I know where she's coming from, where it's like, let me pump the kids out. But girl, you should have taken a couple years off and then maybe considered another baby later on. Like, you're still young. But these women, I've seen it where it's like, I need to have these babies back to back to back to back. And it's like, why?
Well,
That's
she
so
made him
hard
get
on your
snipped,
body.
right? Or she's making him get snipped.
Somebody needs to get snipped
She wants him
now.
to get snipped, so I think she's reached her limit.
I hope she has, because she needs to stop doing that to herself.
I know. It's so crazy. But he's a baby. He's such a
He's been
good
here.
baby.
He is a good baby when
Listen
he's
to
with
him.
me.
He's not making a peep.
Yeah. He's just he's nursing right now, and he took a little nap on me.
Aww. Well, we already missed the Real Housewives of um, Beverly Hills reunion. That was so long ago, it feels.
Oh my God. It was a long time
We haven't
ago.
talked about it since the reunion came out. I feel like it's been probably like over a month and a half. Um, but apparently Amanda's not coming back. But I don't know if that's true. She doesn't fit in
Okay.
with these girls, anyways.
No, she really doesn't. She bought
No.
Kyle's house to get on the show, I think.
But on the Valley, Jesse, I know you didn't watch this last episode, but Jesse and Michelle had a get together, like a lunch, and he agreed to sign the papers. And she was crying that she was just sad in general because it's an ending, and they hugged. So it was a sweet moment.
I saw the clip of that and I really liked seeing it, and I like that she admitted that there was a lot of beautiful moments, and
Yeah,
their time together when it was good was great and magical and all the things. And I was like, I think Jesse needed to hear that. I think that he needed to know that, like, you loved him at one point, because I
it
think
seems
she,
like
like,
it seems like Jesse has changed a lot. Like even in the photos, he looks like a different person. It seems like his
yeah,
personality did change a lot.
he seems, I'm liking him this season. So I've kind of hated him the last couple seasons, but I think when you love somebody deeply, your breakup's not going to be this easy thing, right? Like, I think there was a lot of hate there because there was a lot of love there before between the two of them.
But also because he treated her so nasty, and she just couldn't reconcile. Like, what? Why are you doing this?
Yeah. And I don't know. I think there was I think he had his own problems too. I don't know if it was drugs or if it was money stuff. I don't know.
Money.
There's I
In
Yeah.
the conversation, she's saying she's willing to take on this debt that he incurred just to get out of
Yeah.
the
Oh,
divorce.
she did say that? I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, she's like, I'll just do it already because if she doesn't, they're gonna stay married forever because he can't
Yeah.
pay it. He has a spending problem.
I think so too. I think he's very, and I think that's why I have to say, I'm not loving his new girlfriend. I think she's a little odd and she acts a little weird, but I think he's liking the fact that she has some money. And I think that's one thing he's really into, because that's what he's attracted to. And I
Yeah,
think
he's
that was
keeping up with the
probably,
Joneses.
yeah. And I think that's probably what ultimately tore him and what's her name apart.
Yeah, and Schwartz is getting more unattractive every episode. I don't know what's
I
going on.
know.
Every 25-year-old he dates, he gets uglier. And to me, because there's nothing more to me more embarrassing than a men in their 40s trying to date 25-year-olds.
I know. I
It
know.
grosses me out.
It's not good.
It just means you have nothing, you have no intelligence, nothing, no substance. But
Yep.
that's why you go for a 20-year-old when you're in your 40s.
Well, that you're emotionally immature, right? It's like something's not right there.
Yeah, and the little baby face with the little smile and the stupid remarks,
I know.
it's not attractive.
Not a guy you want to sleep with, that's for sure. Like
No.
Lala was talking about, and I totally agree with that. She's like, I think his glasses would start fogging up, and his probably wearing his socks. Like, he's just like a big dork. I don't want to. I don't want to like have sex with a guy like that. Mm-mm.
Yeah, and he's flabby now. He's not this skinny hot guy,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
He's not the model that came on Vanderpump Rules 15 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not cute. All right. Well, that's all we
Lots of
got.
good shows.
Yeah. We didn't even get to all of them, but that's okay because I forgot about
We can't keep up.
all right. Well, thanks for joining.
Till next time.
It's been a pleasure.
Yes.
Ciao.
Bye.